This is the third of our 6-part video series to explore the maximum suite strategy. There's no question that we're still in a housing crisis, and changes in government policy to allow more density creates an opportunity for you to generate wealth and create the desperately needed housing. In this video, we're going to dive into the third letter in the wealth formula, and this is the letter A, which stands for the ancillary structure. We'll discuss all the potential opportunities to create wealth with accessory dwelling units, garden suites, laneway homes, and even garage conversions. So let's dive right into it. Welcome back. Thanks for watching. I'm Andy from Suite Additions, where we help investors and homeowners create more housing and generate wealth. We would really appreciate it if you can take a second to hit the like button, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already so that we can get more content out. You can also read a more detailed version of this video in our blog post at suiteadditions.com. Okay, so the third letter in the wealth formula as part of the maximum suite strategy stands for the ancillary structure. This would be a detached unit from the main house, which could be an accessory dwelling unit, ADU for short, also known as a garden suite, or a laneway home, or a garage that is converted to a dwelling unit. In 2019, Ontario's Bill 108 mandated that every municipality in Ontario have policies in place to allow these and have a minimum 3 units on a single residential property, although many cities and towns have not yet permitted them. This covers detached homes, semi-detached homes, and even end-unit townhouses. After we've exhausted the possibilities for the existing home, we want to explore what is possible to build that is entirely separate on the property. Separately detached ancillary structures are great because they provide greater privacy than second suites or third suites within the existing house. Occupants who reside there feel like they're living on their own property instead of sharing a house with another family. It's the perfect arrangement for large, multi-generational families to live close together on a single property, yet be able to maintain privacy with their own house and even have their own outdoor amenity space. Now we're going to outline the 3 different types of detached ancillary structures and then discuss some of the considerations when building these. The first one is the detached accessory dwelling unit, ADU for short, also commonly referred to as garden suites. We like to call them garden suites for simplicity, as it's the official term for the City of Toronto. Policies for garden suites are now in place for many cities and towns across Ontario, Canada, and North America, and their popularity is growing rapidly. Next are laneway homes, which many people use interchangeably with garden suites. The only real difference is that laneway homes have access to an existing laneway or alleyway, whereas a garden suite only have access from the front of the existing property, unless it's on a corner lot where it would also have access from the adjacent street. Not many cities have laneway homes simply due to the fact that they don't have an extensive laneway network. They're popular in Toronto and Vancouver, where there is a large network of laneways across the core of the city. Lastly, let's go over converting existing detached garages, which we believe is a massive untapped opportunity. We've already worked with many clients who have converted their existing garages to suites. Check out the video of us going through the process of converting a 2-car garage into a 2-bedroom suite with our client Mike in Brantford, Ontario. There are 2 main advantages of converting an existing garage. One is that if the foundation and structure is in good condition, you can potentially save a lot of money, as the foundation and structure is a large component of a garden suite build. Keep in mind though that you might still need an engineer to assess the existing condition and improve if necessary, because many existing garages weren't built with great foundations or frost protection. The second advantage for a garage conversion is that often cities will exempt bylaws as it relates to separations and setbacks to property lines on existing structures, which often makes it easier than building a new structure. So we feel detached garage conversions are going to be a big opportunity in the coming years. Now, whether you build a brand new garden suite, laneway home, or convert an existing detached garage, there are a few very important items to take into consideration. The first is site access, both for construction work and the ongoing use of the property. Wider lots, corner lots, or properties with laneway access would be more ideal compared with narrow lots. Of course, deeper lots are great as well, as it allows you to potentially build a larger unit and have greater separation from the main house and neighboring properties. The second item is that you'll need to connect services to the unit, which includes plumbing, drains, electricity, and possibly gas as well. In the majority of cases, this will typically have to be taken from the main house and not directly from the utility company or the city. This can be a challenge depending on the site conditions and the constraints of the existing house. You would also not be able to use any off-grid systems if you're within an urban boundary, such as septic systems, well water, or solar power as your main source. The last item to consider specifically for new garden suites and laneway homes are method of construction. When it comes to the foundation of the unit, you can have a traditional footing and foundation wall system, engineered slabs, post and beam foundations, and even a screw-down foundation, also referred to as helical piles. In terms of the structure, it can be built with traditional on-site framing, and there are now many really exciting prefab options available where the unit is built off-site in a factory and then transported on-site and craned in. There are a lot of things to consider with detached accessory structures, and definitely a lot of exciting opportunities and cool ideas that you can take advantage of in the coming years. Being able to address these items to assess whether an ancillary structure makes sense for your project will be incredibly important to assist with the profitability analysis of your project. And on our next video, we're going to look at the next letter as part of the W.E.A.L.T.H formula, which is L. And the L stands for location. So here we're going to discuss finding the ideal location to implement the max suite strategy. This is where we get into zoning policies, microeconomic factors, as well as specific property types. So we'll get deeper into that topic in the next part of this video series, so stay tuned for that. And if you haven't seen our other videos in the W.E.A.L.T.H formula, check it out in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. To learn more about the max suite strategy, download our free guides at suiteadditions.com and get started. And if you enjoyed this video, here's another great one for you.